A country in Africa has just been attacked, at least 60 people are dead, and they might be about to go to war. Today, Togo announced that there's been at least 15 attacks in the last few months in the northern parts of their country, close to the border with Burkina Faso. And in fact, the foreign minister of Togo actually spoke on this, and I need to make clear, it's very rare that Togo ever acknowledges the death toll of something, so it shows that this is really quite a big deal. The foreign minister said, quote, "A group affiliated with Al has killed at least 54 civilians and 8 soldiers so far this year." But something you should know though is that this hasn't just happened to Togo. In fact, this has happened to quite a few countries in the region over the last few months. Although I will say something which stands out is that there is one country which hasn't had any attacks, and that's the Ivory Coast. Now whether it's just a coincidence or not, we don't really know. But it's worth knowing that the Ivory Coast is the only country which still has French troops in. In fact, France actually still has quite a lot of control over the country, so maybe that's a reason why they haven't been attacked. Something worth knowing though, the countries which are being attacked have actually been moving closer to Russia over the last few months. In fact, that was when these attacks started. Once again, whether it's a coincidence or not, we don't really know, but these countries only started getting attacked once they started moving away from the West and closer to Russia. I don't want to sound like it's a conspiracy, I'm just saying what we know. Either way though, Togo has been attacked, and in the last few months, at least 60 people have been killed, which really isn't very good. But of course, as usual, you can leave me a follow for some more global news like this.